One of the things that many of us carry in an emergency kit, or just in the glove box of the car or whatever, is one of these little emergency ponchos. On this video, we're going to take a look at 3 different ones to compare them and see which one might be the best bang for your buck. That's what's coming up next here on Survival on Purpose. Welcome back to Survival on Purpose, your home for information and gear reviews related to camping, survival, and general preparedness for regular folks. My name's Brian. Thanks for joining me. So, you may know that I'm a scoutmaster and a father and a parent, and so one of the things that I've got a lot of experience with over the years is these little emergency ponchos. I always recommend anytime that you're going outing that include something like this in your little emergency kit, in your pack. I like them. They're lightweight. They're very easy to store. You can stick them in your pocket. They don't take up any room, and they do provide you some coverage just in case it starts raining. You're not prepared for it or whatever. It'll kind of help you keep from getting your clothes drenched, and maybe help prevent from getting hypothermia or something like that. When it's cold, kind of cool, and you get wet, that's not a good situation. So anyway, the folks at River Ponchos contacted me and asked me if I'd like to take a look at their. They actually have an 8-pack of these, a family pack of these ponchos that they've got. I took a look at them. I really like the way they look, so we kind of worked out a deal. They're actually sponsoring this video, but what I thought we would do, instead of me telling you what I think is so great about them, because I do think they're pretty cool, we're going to take a very popular one. This Coleman one right here. This is a standard thing. You buy these at Walmart for like $1.50, $1.53, I think, or something like that. Then I got one here. This is this is Greatland. I think this is from Target. And then I've got one of theirs, and it's the actually I got a whole box of theirs, but it's the River Poncho. So I think the best thing to do is to avoid any appearance of bias on my part, since this is a sponsored video. We're gonna compare these straight up on camera, let you have a look at them and see which one you think is the better deal. So I've got some notes here which are smearing, so let me just go ahead and cut to the chase here, and then we'll take a look at these. So first of all, this is the Coleman one, and it is 50.5 inches by 40 inches. It's 0.037 mil polyethylene. It's about $1.50 at Walmart. We're gonna open this thing up in just a minute. And then the River Ponchos, they come in an 8-pack for $18.95, which is about $2.37 each. So they're a little more expensive, still under $2.50. They're actually more like jackets because they have sleeves and a drawstring hood, which is pretty cool. They're 30% thicker fabric. They have 2 different sizes also in the pack. You get 4 adult and 4 children's. We're going to grab the adult size to compare, and then we'll actually take a look at the children's size just to show you how big it is. The Greatland or whatever, we'll take a look at it, but this is probably the most common one you're going to see is the Coleman. So right off the bat, let's take a look at the package. They're about the same size. You can see the River is a little bit thicker. Probably got maybe a little more fabric there, but right off the bat, first of all, the River comes in a resealable kind of Ziploc little baggie. Nothing fancy, but it is a Ziploc baggie, where the Coleman, you actually have to cut it open, and it's going to be open. And we're going to do that right now. If I can cut it without cutting the poncho, that'd be good. God, I don't want to cut the poncho. That would mess my test up. I don't really have another one of these. I probably got dozens of them somewhere, but I don't know where. So let's open it up. Now, I know you've seen these over and over and over. It's not quite as bad as unfolding a space blanket, but it's pretty close. And then we got it like so. And the way you wear this is, and I'm just going to put it on real quick. It's hard to see, but this, it's pretty thin. It's definitely marketed as kind of a disposable poncho, one-use thing. And just put it on. And it's got some holes in the side here, so you stick your arms out, and there you go. Get back here where you can see. So this is it, and so I'm wearing this, and basically you can see it comes down about right here on my arm. So it's cute. That part of my sleeve is exposed, so it doesn't cover all the way down to my wrist. You can see it comes down to about my knees, which is pretty cool. No drawstring here or anything, so this is okay. But if the wind's blowing, I think it could be, is that. And again, down about mid forearm. So there's that. So that's the fit test, I guess. And then we'll take a look at the River Poncho. So it comes out of the Ziploc baggie. and we'll open it up. I can tell you that it feels thicker. I know that that's a subjective, and it's kind of hard for you to maybe even see that on here. So anytime I do a sponsored video, that people are always thinking I'm trying to scam them or something. But let me see if I can just get this together and show you. I don't know if you can tell on camera or not because they're both translucent. But here's this one. You can see it's how thin it is. It's almost clear. And then here's this one. It's just I'm telling you, it's heavier. It's but if you don't believe me, that's okay because it is heavier. So let's put this one on. Let's see what happens here. We got elastic sleeves. I don't know how long they are yet. Let's see what we got here. There's the other one. And there's the hood. Now let me just show you this. Right off the bat, I can see a couple things I really think are cool. First of all, this sleeve covers my sleeve entirely down to my wrist on the adult size. So this half of my shirt ain't gonna get wet. Doesn't matter about blowing around or whatever. It's an actual sleeve, which means I can use it without having to worry about it opening, the big opening that's in here, as opposed to this has a big hole here basically that you stick your arm out of. And I don't know, this just to me seems a lot more, it's almost more like a rain jacket than a poncho. And then also you got the drawstring hood, so especially if you're wearing a hat or whatever, you can cinch this down around, and it's going to keep the rain out of from blowing all in here. So, and as far as the length, I guess we'll say, get up here, you can see that it comes down about the same, just below the knees. The big advantage I can see right off the bat is these elastic sleeves. Man, that's like for another 80 cents, you get real sleeves that will not, because otherwise, I mean, you're gonna walk around with a wet half of your arm, and give you plenty of mobility. You don't have to worry about them coming loose or anything if you're using this, whatever you're doing. Again, if you put a hat on, I don't have a hat on right now. If you put a hat on and cinch this down, it's going to give you a good rain shield up here. And if you don't put a hat on, you can still cinch it down, keep the rain off your face more. If you're like me and you wear glasses, you know what a big pain in the neck that is. And just to see if there's any funny business going on, we'll take a look at the Greatland one also. It's got a sort of resealable pouch. We'll open it up and see if it's any different than the Coleman one. I'll tell you right off the bat, it feels just as thin as the Coleman one, which is it's just kind of what I'm used to. So if you ever buy these things or use these things, you know what I'm talking about. We'll put it on real quick because I told you I was going to check out all three of them, and just to see, it's pretty much exactly the same design as the Coleman. It's got a open hood here, just the same. The sleeves come down just about the same. You just can't get them out there. So I mean, you can put your hands inside here, you can stay dry, but you can't really use them. If you're camping, trying to set up your tent or hammock or whatever it is, you're going to be using your arms, you're going to get wet. The last thing I think it would be important for us to do would be to kind of do a rain test. Since it's not raining, we may have to do a little Hollywood simulation. And so I've asked my young assistant, my youngest son, to kind of help us out with that. So we'll cut to that right now. Okay, so I'm here at the Survival on Purpose Worldwide Headquarters Testing Facility. We're going to do a little rain test since it's not raining. My son, Josh, is over there grinning diabolically. He can't wait to squirt me. So let it rain. So just let it keep raining. So you can see I'm getting rained on here. Obviously pretty wet. The sleeves are working really well. I got the drawstring on, but I did put a hat on to try to keep it out of my face. So you probably hear the rain pitter-pattering down on it. We're standing in a pretty good rain now. It's doing just fine. My shoes are probably getting wet, but that's just the way it goes with any of these little ponchos. So guess we'll just do this round, do a little jumping around, moving around, and all that good stuff. Yeah, and then okay, let it stop raining. Now I wish I could really do that. That's pretty cool. So let me just show you real quick. You can see that it is absolutely wet. Okay, it's been raining. No doubt everything's wet. But let me show you what's cool about this. So if I take it off, I've got the drawstring hood here. Take that off. Taking off my body. And I'm going to point out, you see my clothes, my shirt is dry. All the way down to my arms is dry. Pretty cool. Except for the brim of my hat, my head's dry. My body's dry except for what just came off the poncho. Now, we'll put the Coleman Poncho on and see how well it fares. And then you can decide which one you like the best. Okay, we're back here, same situation, same everything. Let it rain! And it's raining. Just let it rain, keep raining. Josh is having a blast right now. So we just do a little dancing around here. Yep. Let it rain. It's raining. Still raining. Ooh, it's raining. I don't know if I should have timed this so we have exactly scientifically the same amount of time and the same amount of rain and everything else, but I didn't. So just move around a little bit, jump around a little bit, and okay, let it stop raining. Look at that. So, not a big deal on my face here. Didn't really get anything in there, but look at my sleeves. Now, that's just for like whatever, just a few seconds of rain. Everything else is pretty good, but you know, I got wet sleeves with this poncho. I did not have wet sleeves with this poncho. So, I guess the question is, if this one's $1.50, this was like $2.37, so that's like 87 cents difference, which is basically 43.5 cents per sleeve. So, would you pay 87 more cents to be 100% dry, or at least have your arms dry, versus this? That's your decision. I'm not going to tell you what you do. I'll tell you what I would do. This is my new emergency poncho, Rain River Poncho. Oh, and also I said I was going to show you the children's size. They come in this, again, in this box. They have 4 different colors. They have the red, the yellow, they have blue, and they have green. One of each color for each size for the adults and child. So take a look at what is at the child size, just to show you the difference in size of it. This is for kind of a smaller kids, so maybe up into maybe up to 8-10 years old. Older than that, they can wear the adult size. But it's got the same drawstring hood, same elastic sleeves, so pretty cool there. I am so glad I checked these people out, because I've always recommended that people carry these kind of ponchos with them, that my Boy Scouts do when we go on a backpacking trip or on an outing, and families do when we go out. You know, you go out to the zoo, or you go to the park, or you go wherever. We can always stick a couple of these in our pocket or in our backpack or whatever. This is good to have. They're very small, but I got to say, in my opinion, the Rain River ponchos are well worth the extra 87 cents a piece or whatever it is. The elastic sleeves, for me, that makes it a no-brainer. You can see the other ones. This part of your arm is going to get wet. The elastic sleeves went all the way down to my wrist. Very good idea. Very nice product from the folks at Rain River Poncho. Very competitive to the disposable ponchos, but these I think you could really reuse again. And just, if not, they're not that big a deal. They're pretty cheap. So that's just going to wrap it up. Once again, thanks to the folks at Rain River Poncho for sending me these so I can show them to you, and for sponsoring this video. It is always a pleasure to get to review a product that lives up to its claims, and as far as I'm concerned, these do 100%. I hope this has been helpful. As always, thanks for watching Survival on Purpose. I put out a brand new video every Friday and every Saturday. Very often random videos throughout the week. You can check out a new one by clicking right over here. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please click down in the corner right down there and subscribe, and you can check out all the new videos. I really appreciate it. Once again, my name's Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival's not an accident, so be prepared. I'll see you next time.